Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. So as you guys can see, we are back in the car, which means that we're gonna be doing another bookstore vlog. This is our first bookstore vlog of this year, so I'm so excited. And for today's video, we are actually going to be picking books based on their covers, which sounds so fun. And one of the things that I also want to make sure is that I'm not buying books that are already kind of popular, because I do get influence, and most of the books that I do have are because of BookTok, Twitter, Bookstagram, everything, and even YouTube. I wanted to be able to curate my own and handpick my own books that I wanted to read, and I just don't want to just like have the influence of like other people, which is cool and all. It's just that in this year I do want to just pick my own books without having someone else's influence. That's the goal for today. I want to be able to just grab the books that I want to grab, and the ones that I'm handpicking myself. I'm gonna be looking at the cover, and then I'm also gonna be looking at the back and see if I'm interested in it, because I'm also not just gonna buy the books just because they have a cute cover, because if I do that and it's not really interesting, then that book is just gonna stay there for probably years, and I don't want to do that, because obviously that's just a waste of space and money. Usually when I do go to the bookstore, like I said, I get a lot of my books from BookTok, and so when I do go to the bookstore, I go straight to what I know and where I know the book is going to be. So I'm gonna be taking my time and just like really look at the books and just pick them by myself. So excited. I'm a little intimidated just because, like I said, I do go there when I know I have a plan, and because I'm going in there without a plan and without the books that I really want to read and just curate them myself, I'm a little nervous. I don't know what I'm gonna find, but we are gonna take our time. I did bring my headphones, and we're just gonna listen to great music and just find some great picks. I love bookstores and I love the feeling of it as well. So I did also bring a book with me because I'm doing a different reading vlog, and this one is going to be in it. I have been wanting to finish the Akatar series for so long. It was actually a goal of mine for 2023, but obviously that did not happen, mostly because this book is so big, and it's just like I just never am in the mood to just finish this big of a book. And like, this book is so big, guys. Like, it's literally almost 700 pages. I think this is going to be the longest book I've ever read for this year. We'll see. Honestly, I want to finish the Akatar series because I do want to start the Throne of Glass series. That's just gonna be my reward. Finishing this entire series, Throne of Glass will be my reward. So that's kind of like what's motivating me to finish this, because I really want to get into that series, and I'm not allowed to until I finish this series. So yeah, stick around if you guys want to see that. I'm going to be reading some of it today. I'm so excited to go into the bookstore and kind of not have a plan and just browse, because I've never really done that. I've only really gone there for, you know, like a purpose. So yeah, I'm excited to pick my own books and to read this book finally. But yeah, let's go into the bookstore and see what we find. So we also ended up going to Half Price Books. I was debating between the two books that you guys saw, but at the end of the day I just didn't grab them, just because I'm kind of wanting not to just buy books just because, and because I have so many books that I got for Christmas and just so many books that are going to also be coming out this year. I didn't want to just keep piling up my physical TBR with other books as well. I just want to make, I guess, like smarter decisions when it comes to just not over buying books and just having them in my TBR for so long. But I'm actually really proud of myself that I didn't get those books. And then also at Barnes, there were a couple books that I really wanted to get because I've been seeing them around, and that's like the purpose of this video, was to get my own books. But I was literally trying to make any excuse I could to buy those books, and it's these two. I'm actually really proud that I stuck with my rules and not get them, because I was very close to getting them. But these are actually the books that we got today. I tried to get as many different genres as I could. The one that was kind of hard to do was romance, just because every romance book is pretty popular. So I just ended up getting a fiction book, a thriller, and 2 fantasy. So yeah, let's get into these books. The first book that we ended up getting was Iona's Rules for Commuting. I love this cover. It's so cute, and I love this kind of yellow. I don't know why, but it's kind of like a mustardy yellow. So this one is basically about Iona and how she does take the bus every morning to go to work, and she kind of has nicknames for people there. She doesn't know them by names, she just knows them because they also take the train to wherever they're going at the same time as she has. And she starts to figure out that just talking to strangers can really make you think differently of the world and just see that there's just so many different things out there. And I'm always kind of afraid of fiction books because they can kind of sometimes be a little boring, but I do think that this one, with her giving witty nicknames, will be pretty interesting to read. Okay, so this one, so I ended up going through like the fantasy section, and I see this little thing popping up in this specific book, and I'm like, what is that? So I actually grab it and see that someone literally left this, and this is a bookmark. Love the back, and it says, "Hi, this is a book that has been visited by the book fairy. The book fairy only visits the best books. So far, if you buy this book, you'll get a great read plus a nifty bookmark." And I trust their opinions because they literally said that this is a great read. So I'm not gonna look at the back and see what this book is about. I'm just gonna go in blind and just take their word for it. The next book that we got was Shady Hollow by Junie Black. Sorry if I butcher it, but this has the cutest cover, and this is actually a murder mystery. I've never read anything like this before because they're actually not people. They're like animals that talk and walk. So for this book, there's a murder that happened, and she wants to figure out what happened, and she starts to realize that whoever the killer truly is does not want to be found, and they don't want the true story to come out. The killer is literally trying to make sure that this person does not figure out what really happened. The last book that we got was A Court of Dying Seasons, and this one, look at that. And this is actually about vampires. So this book is basically about a girl named Finn. She goes to a school that is basically like where you can turn into a vampire, and there's actual complications when you turn into a vampire. Some people actually don't even get to, I guess, like live. They end up just like dying in like the process of transforming. And so I'm guessing that she's actually human as well, but she's actually at the school because she's trying to figure out who killed her mom, because no one seems to know what happened to her. So I'm so excited to read this one. It sounds like a darker fantasy. These are all the books that we ended up getting at Barnes. I'm so happy that I ended up getting the books that I wanted and I curated for myself, and these are the results. And I also took into consideration that I did want to read these in between fantasy books because I have a lot of series that I'm going through this year, and I just want to read these kind of like in the middle as palette cleansers. And talking about series, I ended up reading a little bit of this book. I don't know why I keep forgetting what it's called, but it's A Court of Wings and Ruin. This is the 3rd book in the ACOTAR series, and like I said, I am trying to get through all the series that I'm in the middle of right now. Hint hint. I've been dreading this for so long because this book is so big, and the last one is also pretty big as well. So I don't know, it's just like such a huge series to get through, and sometimes I just want a quick read. So I actually got to page 27, and I just started to kind of forget everything that happened in the last couple books because I was just like, who's this? What is that? I just couldn't remember what anything was about because it's been so long since I read the last book, and I really don't remember much. So I'm a little bit confused as to what's happening. I know like the main war that's been going around in the other 2 books is happening in this one, but I just don't really remember many names. I do remember the main plot that happened in the last book, but I didn't know that the little side things that happen as well. So I'm a little confused at the moment. I don't know, hopefully this picks up because right now Farah is just, I don't know how I feel about her right now. I love Farah, but at the moment she just seems like she's just very much angry. I'm excited to finish this. I know that it's just gonna be really rewarding once I finish this entire series. That concludes today's video. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys have a great day, night, whatever time you guys are watching this, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.